flying through the wind, rubber on the road, heading down that highway to my code. 2 wheels and an engine is all I need. I'm running on caffeine and gasoline. I'm running on caffeine and gasoline.
We kind of finished up Steve's scrambler that he'd been working on for a while. He likes the way it looks. A lot of people have been saying it's a cool bike. I think it looks pretty dope too, but we haven't actually put it through the ringers, right? So I think what's going to happen is, now that we have the manager and we have a pretty strong crew, we're going to let them kind of take the shop for this weekend. And Steve and I are going to hit the road with a couple buddies of ours. And we're just going to go up to the mountains and kind of play in the dirt, see how this bike holds up.
So finally, after a year of working on the scrambler, we're going to take off to Jemez and we're going to go get a little bit of dirt and ride with these guys. So this is going to be an interesting comparable ride against a GS, a full adventure bike, a street scrambler 900 of Mike's, Thaison's 1200 XC, and then the mod on the Royal Enfield. So, you know, I think it's probably at the lowest end of the dirt bike adventure setup. So it's going to be interesting to see. Other than Mike's 900, I think this is probably, you know, being a 650, it's the lowest powered bike out there, but it's probably somewhere in the lightest bike. So we're going to get mounted up here. We're going to go for a ride up to Jemez. We'll see how it goes.
We met at Rusta's Gold. Beautiful day, weather was great starting off. Got close up to the Jemez, started raining. Can't remember where we turned off and got on the dirt road. It's pretty slick and muddy. I'm a newer rider, so I was kind of trolling behind everybody. Of course, the other guys were just going balls to the wall, kicking up dirt and mud and everything else.
It's the first time I really got the Enfield with the new suspension and everything out on some real dirt. As soon as the mud started flipping up on the road, started hitting my goggles, my visor was covered, couldn't see anything. You know, that was my fault, because the night before I realized I didn't have a front fender on my bike. Before I knew it, I'm in not a very deep rut, but enough that I couldn't get out of it, and just slammed me down to the ground.
Steven, what happened?
Oh, couldn't see. F***ing caught this rut.
I stopped, made sure he was okay, helped him get his bike up, but he got slammed down pretty hard, nice and muddy.
Got out with Thaison, Mike, and Chris, and we had a freaking great time. It started raining on us. We got on the dirt road, went down, got a little bit of a crash.
Worse.
Oh, it can always be worse.
That's just a shift lever.
I know Steve thinks like he's Bud Atkins and I'm the Steve McQueen of the crew, but I think Steve is more like Evel Knievel with his riding skills.
Bent my shifter, broke my handguard, but I put the handguard on last night and it saved my lever, so I guess it's a trade-off.
Not the good Evel Knievel, like early on, the old one that was like super beat up and like needed a cane to walk and stuff. That was kind of like Steve when your rides. So he is pretty beat up after this wreck.
You find out pretty quickly, you know, when you're 50 plus years old, that hitting the ground, even in the mud and dirt at 20, 25 miles an hour, it hurts. Bruised up the whole side of my body, which was kind of surprising.
But awesome day, actually weather was great. We all got muddy and wet, but beautiful day and great riding and great guys to ride with for sure, man.
So Kaella's been our longest employee so far. She's been with us coming up on a year, and Kaella's great, but she's got some attitude. Everybody knows. She doesn't hide it.
So I've been here for a year now.
I can already see there's already gonna be like this weird conflict between her, who's been here kind of like the queen bee for a while, And then our new manager Tuesday that's coming in with her own strong ideas and opinions.
Burque Sol got this song to make you feel alright.
So it's coming up on Kaella's 1-year anniversary of being at Rusta's Cold Coffee. And what we had like the first day, and you could tell she had some commitment issues with some other baristas leaving pretty fast. So she was not speaking, and Steve was trying to be like, hey guys, y'all have stuff in common.
The girls honestly outnumber us at this point. You know, they're kind of taking over and we just kind of fill in. And Steve and I are almost like, we're just passengers on this ship at this point. We're just kind of making sure everything kind of stays in line and do a lot of the grunt work.
Now we work together at least 2 to 3 days out of the week, and it's been really awesome working with her and like learning about her life and becoming friends pretty much.
One of the things we have recently found out we have in common is we both have a crush on one of our customers.
Didn't you know who come in this morning?
Yes, he did.
What did it get?
Oh, it was a large iced cold brew with pumpkin in it.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
We've decided that he is like our customer boyfriend, and she gets him on Tuesdays because her name is Tuesday, and I get him on Wednesdays. But Mikey was flirting with him today. Took my spot on the register, was trying to talk him up.
Well, I think he noticed that I shaved because I was looking just like him, but you know, wanted to change it up a little.
I tell him that that's my boyfriend.
Seems such like the coolest
Dude,
dude.
he's like the coolest. I would be his best friend. I mean, Daniel would probably get really jealous and he wouldn't be my friend anymore, but that's okay because I would be hanging out with him all the time.
Yeah.
And we drink coffee and be cool dudes with long, luscious brown hair and beards.
Yeah, and hats.
And hats. Definitely.
We've definitely grown within the year, and we've gotten a lot of good baristas, like a really good team right now. It's all girls and it's really fun, but I think we really got a strong team right now, and we've really come a long way.
Burque Sol got this song to make you feel alright.
Man, that was a beautiful ride down. Freaking amazing.
They go all the way up to the North Valley over there.
Smokey the Bear is over there.
Was that like a rocket or something down there?
Yeah,
I couldn't tell what it was.
yeah.
So beautiful.
The weather was super beautiful this morning. It just starts to kind of warm up in the afternoon. This is my favorite time of the year. You?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. October's the best.
Yeah.
I love October.
You know, and I think like our state and our city really kind of needed this. This is our 50th year.
Yeah.
But they canceled the last 2, and I think, you know, like our state really needs the revenue. We need the tourists to come in, you know, and see this like we do every year, every 50 years. So it's beautiful. I don't know. I was thinking on the way down here, I know it was just kind of a spur of the moment. Let's grab some coffee and ride and check out the balloons. But
Yeah.
I think for our customers, like we have a bunch of new people that moved into the state last year that have never seen this. I think we should do a bigger ride tomorrow.
Something early, like a meetup, 5 o'clock at the shop.
We don't want to leave too late because, again, we don't want, you know, get caught up in the traffic and everything. We want to get early, so 5:36 maybe.
Cold, dark, early morning ride to the shop. That sounds like fun.
Let's just see what happens. We could get 10 riders, we could get 30, we could get 40. You never know.
Well, if we're going to do that, we better have some coffee and donuts for them.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, well, let's give it a shot, man. So I talked Christy into getting up super early this morning and riding with me up to the shop. Kind of didn't know what to expect. You know, these things are always kind of a surprise to us. We can expect maybe 10, 15 motorcycles, maybe a few others will come in, not riding just to have coffee and hang out. When we pulled into the parking lot and there was already about 20 motorcycles, and we weren't going to have kickstands up for about another 20 or 30 minutes. We had a feeling it's probably going to be a big event today.
Make you kick back in your chair and make you feel alright. Lay that song on repeat to make you feel it's fine. Take you away in the beat, we're about to blow your mind.
A few people, which I thought was going to be like 6 or 7 people. I think we have 20 or 30 bikes. It's crazy, but beautiful morning. The sky is clear. We got balloons already starting to come up over there. If you haven't seen the balloon fiesta before, it's unbelievable. So it was cool to tie this in with the shop and do a cool ride out here with everybody. It's going to be beautiful. Well, I think it was another great turnout. You know, you never know what to expect with the weather, but we had perfect skies, beautiful views, and it was amazing to see everybody who turned up at the shop to ride out with us. These things are always a blast, and we just really appreciate the community that comes together at Rust is Gold to do these things. So I think we're looking forward to doing it again next year.
Same as a mom and abuelita. She keeps it real, never a phase. Lip liners and hoops for days and days. Get you like Abrona. I'm under her spell, I'm in love with that blue eye. A classy chola's what I need.